Today on Kicks Chronicles, we chat sneakers with content creator Restock Reeler. We talk about the kicks he loved growing up, his top 3 kicks of 2023 so far, and lastly what being a sneakerhead means to him. This is Kicks Chronicles. Yes, my people. Episode 50 of your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, Kicks Chronicles. I'm your boy PROZECH. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Some of you are like, did I just hear that correctly? Episode 50, bro. Yeah, brother. 50 episodes of Kicks Chronicles are in the can. This is number 50, and I can't go any further without saying, you know what? Guys, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love, for rolling with me on this sneaker podcasting journey. It's been an absolute blast. I've spoken to some amazing guests. I'm going to reel off a couple names. You see what I did there with the Restock Reeler. Jog some of your memories. And obviously, if this is the first time you're here, feel free to jump back and go and see them back episodes. But yeah, I'm talking about the likes of ACS Sneakers, Sneaker Adjusty, Shay Cray, Patrick T, Your Highness himself, the King of Trainers, Franklin Boateng, Ben from Calfree Kicks, who's actually our first ever episode all the way back in lockdown, Chizzo, Sam Obaseki from Football Daily. Yeah, shout out to Big Sam. Matt and Scott from the Double Dot Podcast. Absolute legends. Adrian and Tara the Thorpes. Absolute legends in the game. Bolu the Bear and Bubbles. AKA Caf. Big Bubbles himself. You get me? If you don't know where the nickname Bubbles comes from for Caf, make sure to go check out that episode. I believe it was our most recent episode. And obviously, thank you for watching / listening to all of those episodes. I really do appreciate it. The support has been fantastic. Feel free to go and partake in those amazing podcast episodes at your pleasure. You're welcome. This week, obviously, as I've mentioned, our special guest is Restock Reeler, the content creator extraordinaire. You get me? Or as I like to refer to him, ReRe. You get me? Restock Reeler, ReRe. You get me? I did not ask him permission. When I give out nicknames, I don't ask permission. I just put them out there. But yeah, let's see if it sticks. But before we get into our guest this week, as this is kind of a special episode, I thought, you know what? Right? I actually managed to cop some heat this week. So let's share the love, man. Let's share the love. This week, I managed to cop the Nike SB times Yoto Haragumi. You get me? Shout out to Yoto. You get me? And let's grab the shoe. Obviously, for all of those people that are watching, you're getting to see the visual pleasure that is this particular Nike SB. For those that are listening, feel free to shoot over to YouTube, Spotify, where the video will be there and available. You're welcome. I'm saying you won't regret it, because this shoe is an absolute banger. You get me? You could also just Google this. If you want to see it in hand, feel free to jump over to YouTube or Spotify for the video. But yeah, a little bit about the shoe. This is the Japanese Olympic gold medalist skateboarders' first collaboration with Nike. You get me? So yeah, very, very cool shoe. A lot of tonal hits on the shoe. Very, very calm. I'm getting very calm from this shoe. You know, this shoe gives me very, very chilled vibes. Great materials. Like the leather on the toe box is good. The suede is so buttery. They've used really, really good materials on this particular shoe. You've got a lot of sails, wolf greys and iron greys, a splash of pink at the back there, and there's some brown there as well. Look at that little Neapolitan. To me, yeah, it's very, very cool. Like, I'm actually enjoying the shoe. This shoe dropped on the 25th of August at a retail of $119.95. on the sneakers app. You already know I took a clean L on the sneakers app. So yeah, don't worry about that. But I actually managed to cop this shoe via Route 1. So shout out to the guys at Route 1 for the link up. The shoe on the resale market, on the secondary market, is looking a little crazy. I can't lie. It's kind of tracking at about £350, which is around $400. Yeah, it's about that life still. And especially in the down market, yeah, this could make you a pretty penny. So yeah, anyone that managed to cop the shoe, yeah, you're sitting on a little bit of dough still. So yeah, let's see what we're going to do. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to rate the shoe. And if anybody's watched the podcast or listened to the podcast for any amount of time, you know that how I rate shoes is very, very simple. I rate them on a scale of cop that, stop that, and shot that. Cop that meaning I like the shoe. Stop that meaning I don't like the shoe. And shot that meaning I'm going to sell the shoe and make some money. You get me? And for this particular shoe, as I slightly alluded to, it's a very, very cool shoe, a lot of muted tones, and yeah, easily wearable. Has Zoom tech as well, so quite comfortable. But in a down market, broski, this is tracking at more than double, almost triple what the retail is in a down market. So I can't look past that, bro. You get me? I gotta get into that though. So yeah, this is most definitely a shot that. Yoto Haragomi, don't hate me. I'm shotting your kicks. But it's mad respect for all that you've accomplished. And this is a very, very cool shoe. With all that being said, guys, let me know what you think of the rating in the comments. Holler at me if you think this is a cop that, stop that, or a shot that, or just let me know your thoughts and feelings. You guys already know how to do it. As I said, jump in the comments. Reviews are free. Feel free to do that. Or you can send me an email, kickschronicles@gmail.com. So now we've had a look at this shoe, let's jump into something else. I wanted to make you guys aware very quickly that there's going to be no podcast next week. Reason being is me and the family are going away. We're having a little bit of a break and I actually really want to have a break. So yeah, it's very unlikely I'm going to be doing a pod. So I said, you know what, I'm going to say I'm not doing a pod, but if something pops off, I'll get a little bit of free time. I might do something while I'm out there in the sun, you get me? So yeah, you never know what might pop off, but yeah, for the most part, I said, you know what, let's make this a little bit of a special edition, like with the Yoto Haragomi, you get me, and obviously our very, very special guest. And let's talk about our guest right now. Now, Haley, all the way from Stoke-On-Trent, the beautiful Stoke-On-Trent up in the north of England. Yes, your man Restock Reeler, aka ReRe, tells us about the shoe that brought him into the game, the shoe he fell in love with. He talks about the classics, Air Max 1s, the Air Max 90s, the 95s, but the shoe that grabbed his heart were them silver bullets. Pew! Them silver bullets, you get me? The 97 silver bullets were the shoe that captured his heart early doors. He also talks to us about the shoes that were popular in his area growing up, and he drops to us some amazing pickup stories. I'm going to give you a little bit of a snippet. Basically, he came down to London, obviously all the way from up north, came down to London to go and watch Lionel Messi play at Wembley. All of a sudden, he's hearing noises about there's a massive VIP at Route 1. Shout out to Route 1 once again, making an appearance in the story. It was actually, and I'm gonna tell you the name just so you go and listen to the story because you have to hear it for yourself. This guy got to Route 1 and met Paul Rodriguez. P-Rod was there in the flesh. An amazing, amazing story, right? And it didn't end there. It was actually really, really cool. So guys, make sure to stick around for that story. ReRe also gives us his top 3 of 2023 so far. And he talks to us about his love-hate relationship for the Jarritos Dunk, a shoe that is on a lot of people's top 10 list, But yeah, he's got a different take on that particular shoe. And to be fair, when we were chatting about it, I kind of agree with him. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, guys, make sure to stick around for that as well. And lastly, he tells us what being a sneakerhead means to him, and he answers some quick fire questions. Okay, all in all, an amazing guest, a very, very cool guy, very nice guy. Would love to have him back on the pod once again, and an interview I found interesting and entertaining. Very, very enjoyable. So with all of that being said, I'm your boy PROZECH. This is Kicks Chronicles, and today our guest on episode 50, our most special guest, our VIP for episode 50, is the one, the only Restock Reeler, aka ReRe. Enjoy. Yes, my people, big PROZECH back again, and you already know what it is. Kicks Chronicles, another illustrious guest. We have in the building the one, the only Restock Reeler. Restock Reeler. Reel it up, man.
Yo.
Restock Reeler is in the house all the way from Stokey. He's here, bruv. You get me? What are you saying, my bro? What's kicking?
Guys, Restock Reeler here. That's probably the best invitation and opening I've had for myself ever. But pleasure to be with you, PROZECH. Pleasure to be on Kicks Chronicles. Let's get to work, man.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah. That's all good, man. Happy to have you. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for honouring the invite. We got there in the end. You know how we do here, man. I'm tenacious with it. You get me, man?
Rated.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know all these men are busy, man. These busy content creators out here just creating content, bro. They got things going on in life, man. So you got to get in where you can fit in, people. Stay humble, man, and and work hard. You get me? But
I'll make time for you, man. I'll make time for you anytime. Don't worry about that.
I appreciate you, Polsky. I appreciate you. Like, bro, we're gonna definitely get into it, man. But do you know what I want to do today? Yeah. I want to do something different. I did it a couple of pods ago, but you know, every so often, man, people will throw it in, man. Have you left the house today? Let me ask you.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, bro. What did you have on feet?
Yeezy slides. Come on. It's
Yeezy slides.
Today. I can't mess about.
Yeezy slides. It's a hot day today. It's Yeezy season. For those that know, we're recording this 17th of August. So yeah, it's full Yeezy season going on. Yeezy day 2 has extended for the last 3-4 days, 5 days, or whatever it's been or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely Yeezy season. So I'm not mad at that whatsoever. Today, I haven't left the house. I kind of have. I went out to the garden for a second and I wore the trusty Crocs. You get me? I didn't manage to put on the new, I managed to cop the foam runners, the new ones. I think they're what color were they? Let me quick look. It's the ones that literally just dropped. It's the darker ones. Carbon. I think. The carbons. Yeah, I saw your video on the carbons, and you're probably right, but I caught the vision early. You get me? So for those that don't know and aren't up to date with Restock Reeler, he's got a fantastic TikTok page. So make sure you get to know if you don't know already. And he's taken full responsibility for the fact that the sizes on the on the carbon foam runners are waved. Yeah, just like you know what I'm saying, just like easy to wait to the last drop. You get me? To change the sizing on a foam runner. But yeah, the carbons are meant to be slightly off, probably by half a size. So I actually went up half a size because I already had some foam runners and I actually got my actual size. But the thing is, what I noticed is, when, I don't know if it was the carbons that dropped previously, but a very dark colorway. It was like a brown, sorry, not a brown. It was,
could have been the Onyx.
Yeah, it could have been the Onyx that dropped before. So I managed to cop that and I copped the sand and ended up copied them both in a size 12. I'm normally a size 12. They don't do half sizes in the foams. So I ended up just going for my actual size, right? But I noticed when I copped them both, when I wore the sand versus wearing the Onyx, that the Onyx was tighter.
Yeah.
And I just put it down to the fact that probably through the process of using a colored foam, it probably just is it just probably had a different effect on the foam, adding that colouring agent or that dye. So I said, you know what? Yeah, when I go for a coloured one in the future, I'm going to make sure to go up half a size even more. And that's what I did. So I had the sands, and the sands are a colour, but they're a very natural colour. So you can understand it's probably the natural colour of that foam. There's probably very little dye in it. But when I went for the carbons, I was like, yeah, let me go for the 13. So I've gone for the 13. And yeah, for the most part, they seem pretty fine. I'm holding them for a minute. I might get rid of them, but at least I've got the opportunity. I've got the chance, right? Yeah. Have you had much success in terms of Yeezys recently, considering what's going on with all the Yeezy stuff?
To be honest, the recent stuff, I've been taking L straight up. I've been entering for all of the stuff, but I'm not getting blessed. I got the Addy clubs, the points are up. They're loving me, level 4, they're telling me I'm doing the right stuff. I'm entering,
That's
I'm not winning.
Weird.
Yeah, I had good luck last time, like that last year's Yeezy Day. I bought a bunch of stuff then, but nothing yet. I might go for them Wave Runners though, because they've just dropped today, I think.
Yeah, the Wave Runners are definitely a vibe. I'm unlikely to go for them. I saw them come up on my feed, and I was like, you know what, I could go for them to have a double up, because I think they're a legendary shoe. But
iconic, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely iconic. But I don't wear mine enough to feel like I should have put another 250 in. To just hold it, you get me. But if you haven't got it,
retail is crazy.
It's crazy. That 250 is absolutely.
Where did it start? 5 years ago, 170.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone crazy. Like even the 350s. Yeah, 350 started at 170, 180, and they've creeped up to 220. So it's like everything's just gone crazy right now. So yeah, even though I love the Wave, I think it's like in terms of the Yeezy, I think it's the one. I think it's the best one. For me, holding one's probably enough. I don't wear it enough as well, because I put a lot of pride on that shoe. Like you see, I got it in my case there, just sitting. Shout out to Sneak Supply for holding me down, man. So I got it protected against sun rays and dust mites and all that, just so it can maintain, man. But yeah, having a couple on ice just doesn't seem right to me at the moment.
Well, let me ask you this, because they're saying this is the last ever time they'll be releasing Yeezys.
Nuts, right?
Do you believe it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We've heard it. Times. I'm saying insert. We've heard it all before, I don't know who sung that song, but it's definitely, it feels that way, Like I feel like Adidas has had a good year, and I feel like this is capped here. I feel like them bringing back the Yeezys and sort of bridging those gaps. I feel like this is really giving them a renaissance. They needed a shot in the arm.
Is it just one of them hype things to say this is it, quickly buy everything, and then 6 months down the line they restock Waves and they restock 350s, and is it one of them ones?
It seems to me like it would be. It kind of doesn't feel like it would be possible for them to bring a whole load back. I could see them bringing. I can't see the narrative is nothing new will be made.
Yeah, right? So restocking existing pairs might be a thing.
Well, this is it. Yeah. So that if you're reading between the lines, if we're talking about, okay, we're not creating new models, we're not creating new silhouettes, and we're not creating new colorways, but things that have already come out, we kind of have that latitude to really dance that dance if we want to. And that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Ultimately, Adidas do own a significant amount of the IP. They did flirt with the idea of putting it out without Yeezy's involvement.
They said it in a really cheeky way, didn't they?
Yeah, for real.
We're not going to, but we could if we want to.
We could if we want to. Like, I wasn't sure about that, but ultimately, there'll always be opportunities for us to get Yeezys. And I think if anybody doesn't have Yeezys, I think probably now is a great time to get them, because over the years, if Adidas does what they say they're going to do in terms of it's never going to come out again, they're all going to go up over time. Right now they're all in and around retail. You're not going to get much. There's not a real significant appetite in the market for shoes in terms of reselling. So right 100%. Now is a good time if you're going to grab a pair of shoes anyway.
Yeah, there's only a handful of shoes really that are living up to, the concept of hype and resell and everything.
And Yeezys ain't that.
Yeezy definitely isn't that. Maybe the Pirate Blacks, the V1s.
Possibly,
but other than that, There's nothing really. You might have to pay 20-30 quid max above resale.
This is it.
everything.
Like, and I think it might stay like that for at least the next sort of 4 or 5 months or whatever. So like, nobody has to pull the trigger in a really fast, significant way for me. But bro, no, I appreciate that. Let's do what we need to do, bro. Let's fulfill righteousness and go right back to the beginning. Let's go to the Genesis, bro. People want to know about you. They want to know about your story. So let's take them back, bro. I want to know that shoe that said to you, you gotta have me. That first love, the one that brought you in, the one that said, you know what, Reeler, bro, let's get real. Let's make it happen, bro. What was that first shoe, my bro?
I mean, I spent a lot of time, on YouTube and looking at videos and watching, just people like artists wear stuff, influencers wear stuff or whatever. And being in Stoke, things are very tricky because in London, I know you're in London and you live in nice, next to End, next to Size, next to Foot Locker.
I'm in Kent, bro. You're
close enough, man. You're close enough. Yeah, okay, don't give me that.
I'm a Londoner, but I know I hear you. We're close. But
the problem with Stoke is we don't even have a Foot Locker. We've never had a Foot Locker here.
That's nuts.
Like, we had a Size and it opened for like a year, like 4 or 5 years ago, and it closed.
Wow.
So, and obviously, like Supreme and stuff like that, they're only in London as well.
Yeah.
So my closest place, and I'm talking when I really got into it, 15, 16 years old, was like Derby or Manchester. And what am I going to do at 15, 16 years old, man? I
Going all the way out there,
I didn't have a bank card. I can't even pay online anyway. I was struggling, man. So a lot of it was inspiration from what I saw. And I remember seeing videos of the story behind the pigeon staple dunk in New York.
Oh,
and
that's
the
awesome.
fights that broke out. And I saw lots of videos about like the Freddy Krueger SBs and how they cease and desisted and they poured petrol on it. And then obviously Supreme was a big factor because I'm a big fan of the brand, the company. Again, very difficult to cop. And like ASAP Rocky had the towel on his head and he was rapping or whatever. I'm like, yo, like this is cool stuff, man. And ASAP Mob as well, Black Air Forces and Supreme. So all this kind of stuff was interesting to me, but I never had an opportunity to really get stuff. And then around that time, because I still enter or try my best, but around that time, the Air Max 97 Silver Bullets dropped, the retro. 2016, I want to say, maybe 2015.
Yeah, around that time.
I saw the shoe, and I didn't know much about it. I liked it. So, because I've always been a bit geeky and nerdy, I thought I'd research it. Turns out it was the first ever 97 they dropped, inspired by multiple things, such as the bullet train, blah, 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 hence the name. And I was like, whoa, this isn't just a shoe. It's like it's a story. It's a concept. There's a lot of detail, They don't just throw them out. There's conceptual reasons behind why these come out. And I actually managed to secure that pair. I think it was size Manchester. I think it was Arndale. Is it outside Arndale? I want to say.
Oh, yeah, Arndale. Yeah. Know about Arndale.
And I got it, and that was it. That was the first ever sneaker like I actually owned instead of just seeing them online or whatever. I was like,
wow.
I was like, whoa, like this is sick, man. I've still got them. I
That's
just want to show you them.
You buy them.
Oh, just know, man, I got my wear and my love out of them. Trust me.
Man, customer wear is important, man. People wear your kicks, people. Wear your kicks.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in wear your kicks, man.
100%, man.
I know there's shoes you want them to look pretty, but until you break them down and you really wear them, I don't think you love them as much as just keep them on display.
Nah, man, wear your kicks, your kicks. But you're absolutely right, man. That's definitely a vibe. Yeah, the Silver Bullets was a strong shoe, bro. 97s had the streets in a chokehold for a minute, man.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, they had the streets in the chokehold, man. And the Silver Bullets is probably the best one. Like out of the gold and silver, I always preferred the silver, man, because it just made more sense. Yeah. Also, what you said, like I feel like you're a fellow story man. I feel like that's really important. Especially, and you kind of mentioned the fact that like these aren't just a pair of shoes; they actually had a story going behind. And it's like I wish that was how it was for all shoes. I wish there was especially with Nike, because they have such a machine behind them. I wish they went to the degree of telling us a compelling story for every drop, because I think that would go a long way to them obviously being able to sell shoes.
Obviously, I'm coming home with shoes, lying to my mom about the price tag when I was living with her, and then she's like, why are you buying shoes? Why are you buying Supreme? Like, what's the concept? What? And it's like, obviously, to me, it's not just the shoe. To you, you're just seeing the object. But there's a lot more that goes into it, because a lot of the shoes that I've bought now that I've collected over the years. I don't have that many, but I feel like they have a true feeling and meaning to me because the story is spoke out in a certain way.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
important.
think the patterns that I've got, the monarchs, is a great.
Ooh.
That's one of the best stories, and like in terms of, because it's about content creation, it's about being creative. The shoe, the story, the marketing, the silhouette. It's just, that was like 10-10 for me, man.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Continually will shout out Patter and their man there.
They do it properly, man. They don't mess about.
They don't, bro. They don't miss is the issue that I have with Patter, bro. They struggle to get it wrong, bro.
Yeah,
and that waves monarch, bro. Like the aqua, the white on white.
Every
like,
colorway
I'm
was
saying,
nice.
bro, every colorway was nice, bro. They had a workout with Reebok that was fire. It was so basic, but it was so live at the same time. The stuff that they've done with everybody has just been an absolute fire. So I've got massive love for Patter, man. And yeah, bro, as I said, man, I'm a story guy, bro. If you can, like, another example of that is the Cortez. I know you did some videos on Cortez drop, and it was like, bro, like, this is what I need. I need to feel. I can't just have another shoe come up, because I think obviously part of the reason why there are so many shoes available now, and the restock market is, or the resale market, I should say, isn't as vibrant as it once was. It's because the market just got flooded. Nike flooded the market.
Yeah, the oversaturation is crazy.
And the oversaturation is crazy, as you said. Like, so for you to be able to sort of like find your way throughout all of
that's the trick,
bro. You need a story. You need something to hold on to. You need something that's gonna make you feel something, man. Otherwise, it's just gonna get lost amongst the.
And that's why during the COVID boom, the sneaker boom, online, it was like people had Jordan 1s, 18 different pairs, different colors going across. I don't want to hate no influence. I don't want to hate or push, but you know what it is? How can you have all these general release dunks, 12 of them, and that's what you're filling up your money and your piles with? It's like, what? And then that sort of became a trend, didn't it, to collect different colors of the same shoe. No story, no collab, nothing. It's just like, you got your rainbow colorway, and it's like, okay, well, is that where you want your money going, really? And then I think that fueled into people just buying anything. And the Panda Dunk is like the perfect example.
Panda Dunk is perfect. But the truth is, like, people place a lot of hatred against the Panda Dunk, and I'm like,
you gotta respect it. You've got
to put respect on the Panda Dunk's name. It's what we did. It's what we did. Because what you're saying is absolutely right. We were begging for colors. People were begging for colors. They found a silhouette that was live during the pandemic, which was the Dunk. Like the Dunk went crazy during the pandemic. 21, 22, like early 2020, like it just went crazy. And yet, every single colorway that dropped was selling for double or plus. Like, so yeah, people just went nuts, man. But I've never been that guy in terms of like, I need every color of a particular silhouette.
I've never really understood it, because I feel like, obviously, we're giving our hard-earned money to corporations or whatever, and I need something to resonate with me.
100%.
It can't just be like it looks nice on my shelf to have 5 different colors of the same shoe. It doesn't really do anything for me.
Don't do nothing for me, broski.
And I can already see in the background of yours, you've got personality, you've got versatility, you've got all these different shoes, man.
I just keep it. I think a lot of that is because I'm a bit older, so I just look at things a little bit differently.
Yeah, possibly.
But like, I don't know if it's older or just mature. I just like what I like.
Yeah. But I think that is a major problem with, like, there's a disconnect with which my age group. I'm not saying you're old, I'm just saying with the younger generation. Yeah. Because obviously, when did 97s come out? During your time. When did Air Max 1s come out? During your time. Jordans, 1985. This is all stuff that we're living on, but it's actually your guys' stuff. You know what I mean?
I suppose, yeah.
And then what did we get that's new? We got Yeezy. That's actually in our lifetime. We can appreciate that.
I suppose, yeah, you can say Yeezys, although Yeezys was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, and I'm struggling with that one. Yeah, I'm hanging on to it as best as I can, man.
If I'm being real, what we should really be giving you is the Scorpions.
Oh my God, you take them, man. Take them back. Take them back.
Yes.
No. Please.
We need to give you, man, the Scorpions.
No, bro. It's crazy. Like, you've got the are they the Lost and Founds in the back?
Yeah, Lost and Founds.
So obviously you were I don't know if you're into basketball, but in the US, definitely they're like worshipping the sportsman Michael Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the appreciation that they would have for this shoe compared to me, which is just a few stories, is like miles and miles apart. So it's unfortunate for the connection to the way we want it to be. It just won't be as strong. And I think for you as well, you'll be around when a lot of the silhouettes that I'm seeing retro originally came out for you. So it's like...
Yeah, I think the difference for me, and obviously I'm not rewriting history, is during that time, I wasn't in a position I was just an observer looking at it from the outside. I come from my background. I'm an African, and my mum's like a solid African, grew up in a household where education and food and God, education, food, and God are the only things that matter.
Four principles. That's what it is.
They're the only things that matter in life. You get me? So me rocking up to my mum, asking her for Reebok Classics, Air Force Ones, Air Max Ones, or anything along those lines.
You can't get too materialistic around like structures, man. It was just rightfully so. You can understand exactly why.
100%. I thank God for my upbringing, because I feel like it bled into how I view shoes now. Like I don't follow hype. I just get what I like, and I like what I like, and it helps, because obviously when you've got a family and you've got responsibilities, you don't want to put your family in a bad way, because you're like trying to these pics. Imagine if we still had to line up outside. I've got a baby at home and I'm trying to line up outside Foot Locker,
pushing it on the pram back and forth.
No, man, come on, man. It don't make no sense, man. The game's changed, bro. But let's talk about this. Obviously, you mentioned that you're from Stoke-On-Trent, just outside Manchester. Shout out to all my Stokey man and girl. Shout out to all them, man, because you know what, man, it's important, because during this process of speaking to various different people about their sort of sneaker journey, man, it's really important to me to get a full and holistic view of the UK, especially. I don't want to just sort of, because there's a lot of London man with a load of stories, but a lot of that can just melt into one. You want to hear about what was happening up north and out west and the east, and man from Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland. So people. If I don't holler at you, holler at me, man. Let's make it happen. You get me? But let's bring this all the way down to Restock Reeler and find out, like, when you were growing up, what were you seeing on feet? What was the shoes that were popular in your ends? You get me? Hype and all of that to the side. Just what were you seeing people wearing on their feet?
Well, Stoke is obviously, like we mentioned, it's a small, tight-knit city, and obviously there's communities within there. So really and truly, if I'm thinking, it's like Air Max 1s, 95. I got a big love for 95s, even bigger love for the 90s. And it was more just sort of that Air Max vibe, really. Very rarely we saw Vapor Max. They came later on, Vapor Maxes. And even later than that, now we see obviously Dunks and Jordan 4s. But you would never see these in England, let alone Stoke. These sort of shoes up until like very recently, but
I appreciate that.
That Air Max scene is that was like the core of everything. Whenever I went shopping or wherever, the superstars had their little shine as well. I remember that.
Okay, I respect that.
But more time, it was literally 1s, 90s, 95s, and that was a staple around here.
Cool. Well, one thing I always want to understand, like I mentioned about my upbringing also led. There were so many benefits to my upbringing, but one of the potential negatives or perceived negatives was that I dabbled in the dark arts. What I refer to as unholy grails. You get me? I'll mention a few names and let's see if any of them resonate with you, or if you indeed, Restock Reeler, had to sample any of these. You get me? I'm gonna mention a couple names. I'm gonna start off with Plimsolls, Gola, High Tech, Dunlop, Everlast, Lonsdale, Avey or Ascot, Trax, Adore. Did any of them ring any bells? Did you ever have to dabble in them dark arts, man? G?
There was the Lonsdale slip-ons. You know, them ones. But that was like, my mum and dad just sort of got me there, man, and just had them. But that was when I was younger. But I mean, I'm familiar with the brands, but obviously didn't see them a lot, didn't wear them at all. But them Lonsdales, them slip-ons, they were nice, man. I can't lie. They were
I
convenient.
respect it. Man was like, well, I'm familiar. I didn't wear them.
Yeah, I know that was like a few eons ago, but yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it. All right, bro. What we're gonna do now, man? We're gonna jump over and get into sort of your more modern day collection in a section which I call the EST of KIC. And when I say EST, I mean the oldest, newest, the latest, the greatest, the best. You get me?
Tough questions.
Tough, man. But we're here with the hard hitting questions. So let's pop it off, man. Let's start. What is the oldest shoe you have in your collection? Hi there. So nice to see you. Sorry to interrupt the pod. I'll be literally 30 seconds. I just wanted to say thank you for being here. And also, if you enjoy the pod, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. Also, if you're listening on an audio platform, feel free to give us a review, whether it be positive or negative. Just leave a review. We really, really appreciate it. Also, feel free to listen to our old episodes. And if you ever want to get in contact, if you want to let me know what you're thinking, feeling, or whatever, holler at me. My name is PROZECH. PROZECH on all social media. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm enjoying TikTok at the moment, so feel free to holler at me. I will always holler back. And with all that being said, I'll let you get back to the pod. Toodles.
It is them 97 silver bullets that I mentioned.
Yes. Shout out to the 97s.
So I have them. I don't know if I want to wear them much because they are beaters in every sense of the word. But they're there. They're looking good.
I respect it. So let's flip that and let's ask, what are the newest kicks in your collection?
Sure. I'm looking across and I'm looking at them. They're looking back at me, and I think it is the lobster dunks that I've got there. So
cool. The orange ones.
Yeah. The recent
respect ones. That. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, the lobsters are
felt like
fire.
That was a sort of shoe where the FOMO was kicking in, and I'm like, oof, I missed two already, and this one was just like looking at me, and I'm like, you know what, I've got to bag that.
How did you cop the lobsters?
That was a resale, actually. That was no messing about with it. So
I respect that.
I'm not really a fan of buying for resale, really, if I can avoid it. But I can't avoid it. Just make it too hard.
No, I had to go resell for the lost and founds, man. They sold me dreams. They were like, 500,000 pairs, like full family run.
Yeah.
Everyone's. But I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, everyone's taking L's, and I'm like, broski, what's popping? So I had to go to eBay. Shout out to eBay with SneakerCon getting me right, and managed to pick up, man. But
they're saying, if you took like X amount of L's on the sneakers app, you'll get exclusive access, and don't worry about it. You've got the, and then
Yeah, even like there was a recent restock of the lost and founds, where they
apparently there was. Where was it?
This is it, bro. Because by the time I went on the app, which was the second it was meant to happen, I was on the app the second it happened. Everything was sold out all of a sudden. You get me? Like, so yeah. I mean, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I feel like I'm shadow banned. Everyone's telling me to cancel my to cancel my account and start a new one, but I just feel like that I don't want to get rid of the history. I'll probably need to do like some kind of video on my account before I get rid of it and then restart and see what the difference is. But let's move along. Talk to me about the rarest shoe in your collection.
Rarest. It's you really give me an iffy question there, isn't it? It might be, I guess, the ambush dunk highs and the hyper royal, I guess. Rare in the sense of you don't see many people wearing it, I guess.
No, I'll go along with that. Because obviously,
I think in terms of sheer volume, like the lobster you mentioned, is probably more rare than that. But if you're going to go out into the town or sneaker events,
I've seen lobsters, but you don't see many sort of ambush. You don't see many.
Ambush dunk highs and the hyper royal. I love them. I love the black one as well, but I felt like the blue one had a bit more colour. And I actually went to Route 1 London like 2 years ago.
Nice.
And I met like Paul Rodriguez there and the Primitive skate team, and I got it signed. Wow. And so the shoe I got I think it's my right shoe. It's got P-Rod on there, 2022, and the signatures of all these other guys.
Wow.
Miles Silvers. Oh. So I actually shot myself in the foot there, no pun intended, because now I don't want to wear them.
Nah, you don't want to wear them.
And I bought
them. Yeah.
So I wear them very, very occasionally for small errands, maybe. But because the permanent market is there, and I'm seeing it, it's like that shoe for me is special on like
that's super hard. That's super hard, man.
And the only reason I picked them is because I happened to be wearing them. I didn't actually know P-Rod was coming down. I went to watch Messi play against. It was a finalissima against Italy. So I was in Wembley, and then I heard this commotion online about Route 1, and I was like, "Yo, let me see what's going on."
Let me swing past.
Next thing you know, I'm holding the shoe in my hand, and my socks getting like drenched and wet. And I'm thinking, "Oh, sign it, man! Let's go."
That is definitely a story, man. That's a pretty cool story, man. I'm vibing with that,
and I'm so glad I did it as well because it's such a cool piece to own.
No, that's really, really cool, man. Yeah, Paul Rodriguez has got such an amazing history with his collaborations with Nike and sort of that long-standing history, man. So he's
one of the pioneers, man. 100%,
100%, especially within the sort of SBs and stuff.
I entered for a fair few of the SBs and never won them. So I've got a little bit of beef for P-Rod there. But other than that, man, nothing but respect.
Man, man can forgive him because I know he wasn't pushing the button on the sneakers.
Yeah, of course.
You get me? I can fully lay that blame on Nike. You get me? Like, shout out to P-Rod for all he's done for the game, bro. Talk to me, bro. What is your most expensivest pair of shoes?
I guess I would have to say the Off-White Prestos probably now.
Woo!
I think they have started,
is it the black and whites?
No, it's just the white, plain white. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect it.
Actually, sorry, it's like brown. I'm gonna lie to you. I wear my kicks. I don't lie.
I respect it.
They are due clean. I'm going to clean them up soon. But obviously, they've over time that the value of Off-White, the aura, and even the hype. The hype is like long lasting, never ending. The 10 is a true spectacle, man. I can't believe how well they did that.
Yeah, like it was absolutely needed. I was watching a video a couple of days ago. It actually speaks to sort of what we were kind of mentioning earlier about sort of Nike kind of flooding the market, and there was a period sort of 2015-16 where sort of Yeezy had a stronghold and Adidas were really just sort of like running the game, and Nike really didn't have that hype factor. And then all of a sudden in 2017 the 10 dropped and it swung back, bro, man. And it swung back, man. And that 10, just like what Virgil did, Off-White, Nike, and that collaboration, it sort of brought to the forefront the importance of like collaboration, the importance of streetwear having a voice in kicks, and vice versa, like not separating those worlds but bringing those worlds all the way together. And somebody with the talent and the ability of a Virgil Abloh placing so much importance on that collaboration through the design, it just spoke volumes of how important it was. Like, you didn't need anyone to explain to you how important this collection was when you saw it. And the Presto for me from that collection is the best one. So definitely.
I mean, the way it's held its beauty over time and its ability to just like be one of the best collaborations you can ever think of, really,
bro. Honestly,
granted, a few of it is hype. You can understand why hype gets in, but there is genuine art and there's genuinely like amazing creations. I think the 95s Desert Ochres,
strong,
amazing pair. The Off-Whites, the Off-White Prestos. I've seen Prestos before and I like them. I would never have thought in a million years I'm going to own a Presto. And then I seen the way he reworked this, and it's like he's got these fish gill sort of thing feelings, and it's got the tag, and I'm thinking, you know what? I got a trade that was Supreme box logos when they used to be worth something. I was traded. Oh, you know what? Supreme's a separate story because I got big history with Supreme. But a lot of the sneakers I grew and a lot of the coats and jacket, whatever, come from trading. And Prestos are one of them.
So how do you do your trading? Do you go to like conventions and shows, or do you just do them online?
Trading used to be fun. Yeah. Trading nowadays, it's more of a myth, really. It's very hard. And I think another reason is because Supreme hasn't really got that glory to it that it used to have, or at the moment anyway, it's going through a slump. But before, I was trading online. I was trading at sneaker events. I was, however I could, really. And to get a box logo worth 170 quid or whatever, trade it for something worth 400 pounds. I'm a happy guy, man. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it was
100%.
like the teal. I don't know if you remember the teal box logo with the gold box actual writing.
Yeah.
And I think it was worth like 350, 450. Managed to get a trade done with the Prestos. Never looked back, man. I was so happy. I couldn't even believe my luck.
Vibe. That's an absolute vibe, man.
And there's
so box logos.
Yeah, there's so many items that I've traded over the time. Well, between 2016 and 2018, I'd say a lot of trading I did. And then after that, I feel like just scams in general became high maintenance, with high problems. And people are more interested in buying and selling because of how easy it became. Sneakers and Supreme. That the value and the concept of trading just sort of died out a little bit.
Just drove everything down. It's like with everything else. I mean, the more popular something becomes, the more diluted it becomes, and the value lessens over time. But yeah, man, I only managed to pick up like, how were you copping box logos, man? Bots?
No. I copped because I was like refreshing 45
Are you
minutes.
serious?
Bro, you don't want to.
Restock, man. We didn't see this, bro. I need some, bro.
I'll show you. I was trying to buy Supreme at 11 a.m. when it used to drop at 11 a.m. I got the bandana box logo 11:45. Yeah, I'll refresh it for 45 minutes. I've got the receipts I can show you.
I respect it.
And I managed to cop 2 actually, with a different phone as well. And
he put the time in. You could tell.
And that was a time when they resold for £550, man.
Bro, it was mad. It was mad. I was working.
I ain't gonna lie.
No. Respectfully, I was working, so I couldn't give it the time. The first box logo I've managed to cop was a tonal, and I was like, well, this kind of fits my aesthetic anyway. So I managed to cop 3. I got the navy, the black, and the white T-shirt. I was like, that's cool. That's me done. Yeah. Because the thing is, a lot of people kind of aired them. They were like, "Oh, the tonal's not," because it's not showy, right? But I was like, "Oh, for me, I'm an older man. This is it. I'm a subtle guy. Like I'm a calm guy. So my tonal box logos get worn out, bro. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan
because
of the box
with Supreme,
logos.
People don't really realize it as well. But a lot of their collabs or a lot of their references and stuff, they basically build their own stories with the stuff they release. A lot of it is hot air as well. Okay, I'm plain black with the red logo. It's just hype, sure. But there's a lot of pieces and a lot of stuff that I have, which is like really intricate, really well thought out collabs, or just great designs overall, great artwork that they've added, which people don't really understand. But it's mainly obviously the sneakers is Nike mainly. So when it comes to sneakers and they're with Nike, they do a proper job.
What's the cheapest shoe in your collection?
Let's have a think. Are we talking like the resale?
Or what you cop for? Or what you cop for?
Oh, actually, I got a good story for that. Creps City, Manchester, 2022.
Come on.
If you're familiar with it, if you were there, if you know about it. But
I think I was around, possibly.
They did a sneaker trivia contest, and what's his name, man? Specs Gonzalez hosted
Specs Gonzalez, buddy.
They did the whole trivia show, and it was like question answer, and I won it. And,
wow!
And as a gift, they gave me like £120 voucher to spend inside, and I got a pair of Yeezy slides for free, basically.
That's a vibe still.
It was honestly, I couldn't have been happier that day. It was like I won the trivia, met Specs, I got free Yeezy slides. Life was complete. I was like,
no, that is a vibe. That's a great day, bro. That's an absolute smash, bro.
I got to make some content about it as well, and it was just like the stars aligned that day, man. And
that is awesome, bro.
So them Yeezy slides I wore today, that I went Tesco, went shopping, whatever. That's them ones, man. That's them ones.
Every time you wear them slides, it's like, bro. Bro, that's a pretty cool story,
there as well, man. I managed to win it. I was like, yes, I've earned every step in this.
Every step has been earned, man. So would it be fair to say that if you're bopping to the shops, they're the ones you normally draw for? Yeah,
I got the foams as well. The foams are like the active, quick one as well. But once I put my feet in Yeezy slides, it just was game over for the rest of my sneakers.
Do you know what? I have to be real. Yeah, I have to be real. Like, in terms of comfort, Yeezy slides are definitely more comfortable than foams. I can say that because I'm the comfort king. and my echelon in terms of comfort is quite high. Like I'm like a 5th dan level black belt when it comes to comfort. Like no, I'm definitely that guy. Like I'm the eminent. I'm saying when it comes to comfort, I'm like John Jones or Muhammad Ali. Any of those greatest of all times, I'm big. For real.
So
them ones,
you couldn't said it better. You couldn't explain it any better to me, man. Trust me.
But the thing, some people might not understand when they put their foot in. They may not just understand those levels.
Yeah.
Like a foam runner is an elite level comfortable shoe. It's elite level. But like as soon as you put your foot inside a slide, the bounce is another level. It's just a level that you don't even think you can go to. Went there. Yeah. So you have to put full respect on the name. Like, and
I've had them for a while now, and I've wore into them a lot, and it's just basically got softer. It's got more. Come on, man. It's like we love it. It's so comfortable. I can't even believe it myself. Because I thought maybe it was hype. Maybe Yeezy's doing Yeezy, and then I didn't really believe people's opinions online. Maybe it was just clicks, likes, or whatever. Put them on, I was like, oof, it's going to be a long day for the rest of my sneakers, man.
For real, man, it's hard. It's hard.
That 5-10 minute excursion I take now, it's got to be slides and foams. There's nothing else I want to put on. Just quickly in and out the house. I'm not lacing up now. Are you crazy? I ain't putting laces on.
Who's got time for that, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely on that vibe.
Real game changers, both of them. Yeah.
Real. Yeah, I respect that as well. Now, talk to me, bro. Like, 2023, we're 8 months in. Like, I feel like it's been an interesting year for sneakers in general. Do you have like a top 3 for kicks that struck this year?
There are some which are coming out. Shall I avoid them?
Avoid the ones that have come out. Let's hold tight on those. But just give me your top 3 so far.
Okay. Well, definitely, without a doubt, the one peeking in your top corner there, the SB4s.
Come on.
Brilliant. What a top job they've done with that pair.
Yeah, no, they went down.
Yeah, bust them
Don't
up.
break the shirt. Don't break the shirt. Come on.
Bust them out real quick, man. Honestly, really impressed with how they've done it. Because I've got Jordan 4, I've got the Motorsports. And honestly, it's uncomfortable. If I've got to just give it a word, they're not very comfy. But the way they've done this, with especially that rubber tab they've got at the back of the heel, such a game changer. My feet aren't getting shredded anymore. My socks aren't getting
man, it's a different thing. And like I've been in our like Jordan 4s for a minute.
Yeah,
and I felt like you know what? I'm not gonna put myself through that stress. So all of the Jordan 4s that I bought over the years, I just sold. And then when this came out, and I just waited and I just heard what the stories were and what people were saying in terms of the comfort. And I was like, you know what? I love what they've done with the mud guard. I love what they've done with the sail. I love what they've done with the green. And the level of comfort is ticking all the right boxes. I was like, yeah, this is going to be the shoe for me. So yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely up there for me. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, the Travis Scott's dropped. Everyone wants to talk about Travis Scott, blah, blah, blah. But I think the hype's fizzled out with too many repetitive, similar colorways, to be honest. So I don't know if that's going to make it, to be honest. The Cortez came out this year as well, didn't it?
Yes.
Got a green.
Shout out to them.
Really impressive.
Iconic shoe. I feel like
so glad,
over the years.
Yeah, I'm so glad that it was a refreshing silhouette with hype. You've never seen 95s with hype, maybe CDG, maybe Freddy Krueger's, whatever. But really and truly, like, it was just nice to see something that isn't a Jordan, isn't a Dunk, isn't. And the job, the colorway, even the whole aura around it with the marketing and the videos and everything they put into it, the work they put into it, brilliant collab. I loved them again. Top tier shoe.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking again,
give me one more.
People are talking about them Jarritos. I got big beef with them.
I
got a big beef with the Jarritos, man. Especially if you're from the UK, you ain't ever heard of Jarritos in your life.
Bro, let's not lie.
So why are you spending £400?
Real talk, bro. Real talk, man.
I've not got them in hand yet. Yeah, I've not made content with them yet, and I'm putting myself off because I don't want to be that guy. But honestly, can you pronounce Jarritos? Most of you guys can't even pronounce it, man.
Broski, no, you're right. You know, you're right. No, bro, they made my top 10. just based on aesthetic.
They look
But you're
great.
absolutely right,
They
bro.
look great. I agree.
You're absolutely right, bro. I'm not even joking, man. Before they dropped, nobody knew a Jarrito from a Charrito. You get me? Or from a Cheerio, bro. You didn't know nothing. You didn't know nothing about Jarritos.
US Donnies, they want to spend $400-500. Do you think?
I get it, because the story's there, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it was the same thing. I mean, obviously, to a lesser or greater degree, when the Ben and Jerry's drop, we understand Ben and Jerry's, even though it's not a UK company, we get Ben and Jerry's. So when there's a collab of that level, I'm saying, when there's a collab of that level and the crossover is strong on a dunk, of course we're gonna. Bro, we were acting like Jarritos. We pop down the.
What has Sneakerhead Mike from down the road? What's he doing giving £400 to the Jarritos, man? It just doesn't make sense to me. But I need to relax because it's still a nice shoe. It is a nice shoe. Concept is cool, and they had the free drinks with the special boxes. Respect.
Nah, they did their thing, bro. They did their thing. I'll put respect on it. But you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right.
So I still got that last sneaker, sorry, and I'm struggling to think of one. But I mean, really and truly, I think the Cement 3s, the Jordan 3s,
the reimagined,
I think that's like
super hard, man.
Super iconic shoe.
I think I'm probably gonna go for them. Yeah, I think I tried to get them. Obviously, I got nothing. But probably before the end of the year, maybe for my birthday or something. I think I'll cop them. I just need to make sure that
the price is not too bad at the moment either. So
no, they're not. I think the prices on pretty much everything are not too bad at the moment. It's a good time. It's a buyer's market, as they say.
Which makes me even angrier that these Jarritos are doing £400. You know what?
They're still.
They drag me. They drag me every time, man. You know what? Sorry. Carry on.
I respect it, bro.
Them white cements. I love them shoes, and even the picture when he's doing his dunk contest, Michael Jordan, and what it means as a sneaker in the culture of sneaker culture is just like really impressive, man. I love them shoes.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I will give a special shout out, to the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Jordan 1s. I think they were like a bit disrespected, a bit slept on.
I didn't really vibe with them, man.
But I can understand because the colorway is a bit, iffy. But I'm a big Spider-Man fan. If I flip this around and see my posters of Marvel and Spider-Man and everything,
I respect that.
So I respect that. It's a smart idea what they did with the glitching patterns and panels.
Yeah, interesting. Definitely interesting, man.
But I can understand why people aren't really too in love with the shoe.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a bit of a weird question. It's called Desert Island Kicks. We're gonna take it a little bit abstract. If you were stuck on a desert island, you don't know how you got there, but you got 2 pairs of shoes with you. Okay. Right? What 2 pairs of shoes would you take with you and why?
Okay. I think I actually got some answers here. So normally I'm struggling, but the first one is Yeezy 350 V2. I'm not even fussed with the colorway.
It could be 100%. I'm here.
They all look nice. That Ultra Boost technology, the prime knit, the ease to wear, the way they run it out over time when you wear them. It's a brilliant shoe. Easy to wear, easy to rock, easy to move, and you're comfortable. 100%. I'm yet to wear a shoe. I've heard the 2002Rs are apparently comfortable, but I'm yet to own a sneaker that's more comfortable than the V2.
I respect that.
The Presto is a very good shout as well, but the V2 100% big respect there. And the other one are my current Indestructo sneakers, which I've had for maybe since 2018. It's the Nike Air Humora, but the collaboration with Supreme. So obviously, it doesn't have to be a collaboration with Supreme, but that Nike Air Humora model is indestructible, man. I put that through the ringer. It's a weird looking shoe. I got it in triple black. I've been on treks with it. I've done jobs in it. It's water resistant. It's flipping probably fire resistance for all I know. I've put it through the miles, man, and it's
okay. Because I was unfamiliar with the Humara, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, buddy.
Shoe. It's a proper shoe.
That's a trekking. That's a I'm saying outdoorsy.
Yeah, and that's a Supreme collab. They just added a bit of elegance to it. They got the Dura book on it. The lace is sick. The box is good. Lace swap options and.
Woo! What color did you get?
I got the triple black, but there are some loud ones. The blue and the green and the pink.
I see the pink here. I saw the pink, man. But the triple black's hard.
The thing is, it's reflective. So when you take pictures, it's a new shoe.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
that's a very cool shoe.
Before I beat them up like badly, I actually used to wear them casually as well, and they look good. They look good. Just
yeah, no, they would look good. I think in the world that we're living in now, where New Balance is sort of reigning strongly, and like the whole sort of Gork core thing, and there's definitely a vibe when it comes to the sort of the more technical.
So you want a shoe that's like techie, but it also looks good as well.
Yeah. I think I think that definitely runs that race, man. I think it's definitely a cool, and the triple black just is it's a smart way to go. Especially with
I've had them for a long time. And I've already said, like, lots of excursions gone through with that shoe, and very, very, very top tier, man. Love it.
I respect it. All right, broski, we're gonna do some quick fires before we dust out. Yeah. All right, bro. All the thing I will say to you when it comes to these quick fires, I just need you to fire off from the chest, bro. Like, I don't want no dilly dallying out here, broski.
Of course.
You get me? Like, so yeah, let's run this, man. Right, in 3, 2, 1. We're starting off with a big boy. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
New Balance or Adidas?
Adidas.
Can you wear Nike and Adidas together, yes or no?
You shouldn't.
That's a very good way to answer the question, but it's not a yes or a no.
No.
Respect
I could extrapolate, but we're doing quick fire.
We're doing quick fire. What is your Jordan number?
3.
YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok?
Instagram.
Sneakers, kicks, creps, or trainers?
I know from the UK, but I do say sneakers a lot, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna stick to that.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Favorite collaboration?
Sneaker related?
Yes.
Off-White.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Vans or Converse?
Vans.
Laces or slip-ons?
Laces.
Do you pattern your laces or are you straight default?
Default, but I hide the loop. So you'll never actually see the laces.
I respect it. Custom design. So do you customize your shoes or straight factory settings?
Might do a lace swap at best. That's it.
Yeah, I'll take that. Retro or innovation?
What innovation, man? You on about the Scorpions? Give me retro.
I understand.
Until they figure it out, man. Give me retro.
Flip flops or sliders?
Sliders.
Socks or barefoot?
Socks. Oof.
Comfort or style?
Nah, comfort.
Fresh and clean or beaten and battered?
Really and truly fresh and clean, I can't lie. Even though beaten and battered gets there eventually.
It gets there eventually. Are you washing your shoes in the washing machine or hand wash?
Hand wash every day. The 350s are durable. The rest I don't trust.
Okay, no, I actually respect that. Lows, mids or highs?
Highs.
And the last question in this area is triple blacks or white or whites?
Triple blacks, man. Not in England. We crazy for these whites.
Triple blacks will get you trouble in these
you wear
streets.
triple whites, it's going to last you 3 or 4 days and the thunderstorms are coming, man. No way, I can't do that.
Say, you're taking triple blacks, yeah?
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah. So you roll with the murderers and that?
Hey, no comment. I told you, man, I grew up around 95s and 90s, man. God, who knows what happened?
100. The 95s and the Air Force One triple blacks, man. Yeah, you have to put respect on them names, bro.
Definitely.
Before I let you go today, man, by the way, yeah, 100%, give all due respect.
Thank you.
Blasted through all of those. Before I let you go, I want to ask you about the term sneakerhead, right? A lot of people view the term as one that is inclusive and it means you're part of a community. It's something you can claim, but others feel it's the opposite. They feel like it's one of those terms that sort of gatekeeps and makes people feel like excluded, essentially. So what does the term mean to you?
I think gatekeep is an interesting word because I do believe there is gatekeeping in the sneaker community, 100%. But there is a bit of an identity crisis as well within what it means to be a sneakerhead, and some people might not respect another person's collection because it might not be enough sneakers or whatever. But overall, I think it's an inclusive word. I don't think there is a limit to how many sneakers you need to own or how much you need to love sneakers to be a sneakerhead. But and I think it can get into a toxic and a windy road if you do go down that loop, because there's always a bigger fish claiming that the other guy is not certy or he's not a sneakerhead. So, I mean, a sneakerhead, I think you can just sort of identify a sneakerhead by, do they have a love or appreciation or passion for sneakers, really? So whether you're buying them for a story, you're buying them for the color sets, whether you like them. I think it gets really, really muddy if you try and categorize or gatekeep too much. So I think that's where I'd go with it, really and truly, especially for younger generations who are just coming into the game, not really sure how it works. They've grown up with hype more than actual sneakers. You know how it is, where you're buying sneakers, they weren't selling out, you did it for the love. When you grow up into an era where the hype is already there, it's a bit trickier to do that, isn't it? Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I don't envy people coming into the game just now, except obviously if they have the money, man, you can be buying up all the kicks you want. But I get what you mean in terms of the hype and understanding sort of the true value of shoes, because it goes beyond the dollar values. But yeah, like I agree with everything that you said, man.
Because I think I came into the game 2016, 2017, as I mentioned, and it was a transition period. You did have OG collectors, and you had people that bought shoes just for the fun of it, just for the love of it. But then you also had guys that were making serious money off it as well. So when I came into it, I was in between. I wasn't really sure what it meant to be a sneakerhead, really, or what it meant to be in this hype world or this fashion world or whatever it was. And so I just sort of positioned myself in the middle, which is the only place I could put myself, really. And acquiring shoes was never that easy from Stoke. So I just got what I got, and I was happy with it. I was content.
No, I respect that, man. And with all of that being said, Restock Reeler, are you a sneakerhead?
Of course, 100%.
Certified Kicks Chronicles certified sneakerhead, man. G, like 110%, man. This has been such an amazing conversation, man. It's been so like insightful and interesting, just getting your perspective as a young man in the game, but also man from up north. Shout out to Stokey once again. You get me, man. Just getting your viewpoints, man. And I definitely feel we need to do this again. People, this has been another episode of Kicks Chronicles with Restock Reeler. Before I let you go, my bro, like millions and millions of people are going to watch this. So you're going to want to let them know how they can get in contact, how they can support what you're doing. People, let them know what you got going on, my G.
Well, it's at Restock Reeler on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok's the same. Unboxings, fit pics, reviews. Eventually, very soon, a really aggressive video about Jarritos Dunks. Anything you want, yeah, I'm here. I make versatile content. Hit me up. Check out my stuff, man. Thank you.
Definitely, people go light him up, show him some support. It's been super cool having him on the podcast. And my bro, thank you so much for just honoring the invite. I really do appreciate you, man. And like for everything, like I really do appreciate everything that you're doing for the culture as well, man. Because I enjoy your videos. This guy's got a real passion for creativity and filmmaking, and like his videos are not the norm, people. So just like go and check him out, bro. I'm saying he loves a camera trick or two, like he does his thing, you get me? He's definitely vibing with the old editing, you get me? Like, so yeah, people, once again, this has been your Kicks Chronicles, another episode in the bag with an illustrious guest. Restock Reeler stopped by and he did his thing. You know what to do, man. We've been watching YouTube and social media for so long now, so I ain't gonna even pretend like you don't know what to do. Just go and do it. Just go and support. Just go and just support the boys. Just do it for the boys. You get me? So do the thing that you're meant to do. All of those great things. You get me? Like, and keep supporting us, and we'll keep on pushing out dope content. And yeah, people. Until I see you, man, down the roads, from myself, Restock Reeler. Thank you once again for joining us, and until the next time, people, stay blessed. Thank you for listening to this episode of Kicks Chronicles. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, review, and all that good stuff. And remember, full video version is available on YouTube, audio versions available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.